Welcome to this virtual meeting of Dharma Recovery. We are gathered to explore a Buddhist-inspired approach to recovery from addiction of all kinds. We are pure-led and do not follow any one leader or teacher, but trust in the wisdom of the Buddha, the potential for our own awakening, the Dharma, the truth or the teachings, and the Sangha, our community of wise friends on this path. This is a program of empowerment and does not ask us to believe in anything other than our own potential to change and heal. We have found a guide for our recovery in the Buddhist teachings of the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, and we invite you to investigate these principles and practices as tools for your own path of liberation from the suffering of addiction. We understand that this is not the only path to recovery, and many may choose to combine these practices with other recovery programs. Recovery Dharma is founded on and inspired by Buddhism that originated in India and later flourished in other regions of Asia. We express gratitude for the Buddhist heritage that was protected and freely offered by the ancestors of these cultures. For those of us that reside on indigenous lands, we recognize the ancestral grounds and honor those who have committed to the stewardship of this land. We honor and welcome communities of Black, Indigenous, people of color, and all those that may have experienced oppression in gender, sexual orientation, age, and disability status. We dedicate our practice to fostering collective healing and liberation for all. My name is Thomas, and I am the facilitator of this virtual meeting. I am not a Buddhist teacher, nor do I have any particular authority in this meeting. I am a member of the community and have volunteered to help lead our meeting today. I will now read the practice. Reunification. We understand addiction to describe the overwhelming craving and compulsive use of substances or behaviors in order to escape present-time reality. Either by clinging to pressure or running from pain, we commit to the intention of abstinence from alcohol and other addictive substances. For those of us recovering from process addictions, particularly those for which complete abstinence is not possible, we also identify and commit to wise boundaries around our harmful behaviors, preferably with the help of a mentor or a therapeutic professional. Meditation. We commit to the intention of developing daily meditation practice. We use meditation as a tool to investigate our actions, intentions, and reactivity. Meditation is a personal practice, and we commit to finding a balance in this and other healthy practices appropriate to our own journey on the path. Meetings. We attend recovery meetings wherever possible, in person and or online, whether it be Recovery Dharma or other Buddhist communities or other recovery fellowships. In early recovery, it is recommended to attend a recovery meeting as often as possible. We also commit to becoming active members of the community, offering our own experiences and service wherever possible. The path. We commit to deepening and broadening our understanding of the Four Noble Truths and practicing the Eightfold Path in our daily lives. Inquiry and investigation. We explore the Four Noble Truths through writing and sharing in-depth, detailed inquiries. These can be worked with the guidance of a mentor or therapist, in partnership with a trusted friend, or in a group. As we complete our written inquiries, we strive to hold ourselves accountable and take direct responsibility for our actions using wise intentions. This includes making amends for the harm that we have caused in our past. Sangha, wise friends and mentors. We cultivate relationships within a recovery community to support our own recovery and the recovery of others. After we have completed significant work on our inquiries, established a meditation practice, and achieved reunification from our addictive behaviors, we then can become mentors to help others on the path to liberation from addiction. Anyone with any period of time of reunification and practice can be of service to others in their Sangha. When mentors are not available, a group of wise friends can act as partners in self-inquiry and support each other's practice. Growth. We continue to the study of these Buddhist principles through reading, listening to Dharma talks, visiting and becoming members of the recovery and spiritual Sanghas, and attending meditation or retreats to enhance our understanding, wisdom, and practice. We undertake a lifelong journey of growth and awakening. The Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Paths. As people who have struggled with addiction, we are already intimately familiar with the truth of suffering. Even if we have never heard of the Buddha, at some level we already know the foundation of his teachings, which we call Dharma. That is, this life there is suffering. The Buddha also taught the way to free ourselves from this suffering. The heart of these teachings is the Four Noble Truths and the corresponding commitments, which are the foundation of our program. Number 1, there is suffering. We commit to the understanding the truth of suffering. Number 2, there is a cause to suffering. We commit to understanding that craving leads to suffering. Number 3, there is an end to suffering. We commit to understanding and experiencing that less craving leads to less suffering. And number 4, there is a path to end suffering. We commit to cultivating the path. The Buddha taught that by living ethically, practicing meditation, and developing wisdom and compassion, we can end the suffering that is created by resisting, running from, and misunderstanding reality. We have also found that these principles and practices can end the suffering of addiction. The Eightfold Path helps us find our way in recovery and consists of the following. Number 1, wise understanding. Number 2, wise intention. Number 3, wise speech. Number 4, wise action. Number 5, wise livelihood. Number 6, wise effort. Number 7, wise mindfulness. And number 8, wise concentration. In an effort to build community and get to know each other, we start each meeting by introducing ourselves. There is no need to identify yourself by anything other than your name. You can also let us know what pronouns you use. My name is Thomas, and I am the pronoun he, him. Meditation. I now encourage you to do a guided meditation on your own.
Yo, this one is for you.
Stop.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have no supporters, so if you have the chance, please subscribe.
What does my vision board entail? Your vision is to vlog health and wellness, and promote local businesses, and still practice music. Still find time to ride my skateboard, snowboard, or go see a movie, or go hiking and take pictures of stuff like nature. I want to share the good word. I enjoyed volunteering my time at local recovery centers and nonprofits. Living a program is the easiest way to stay sober. That and nurturing your connection with your higher power. To resolve my legal issues, I plan on using my cosmetology license to open a salon of some sort. Make people feel like this every day.
Only speaking language of lettuce, hey, patty cake, you finna get some dick today. Drop neck on me like a lich bitch, limp dick, put it on your daughter and she still called a nut. Patty cake.
You know what makes me feel pain? When
What?
small content creators put so much work into our videos and try to make them so entertaining, we get minimum of 300
Come to my
views.
salon.
And
If
then,
you came to my
like,
salon, we'd
maximum
just
of
deck
500.
you out, bro.
But
You
these
get mad
girls
views.
on TikTok just
Show me a picture of
smile
what
and
you
get
want, and
100K.
I'll definitely give you that
You guys agree
haircut.
with
Even
me?
do your nails or
Comment down
wax your
below.
eyebrows.
Thank you.
That's the goal. Is to play shows, promote awareness for substance abuse and domestic violence, attend meetings regularly, tell my story, get involved with my own nonprofit possibly, become a CRS, start a sobriety house, a recovery center, or a homeless shelter, keep making custom garments like this hoodie, and collect signatures on them and patches and stuff like that and sell them. Be a Poshmark, TikTok shop, or in person. Those are super important. If you don't have this literature, please come and get it. It's one of your 5 tools of recovery. You got your meetings, you got your sponsor, you got your literature, you got your higher power, and then you got your service work and fellowship. Get to it.
Althea's has skateboards.
Just go around riding these skateboards, promoting local businesses, taking pictures of nature and things I see when I'm skating. Now I'm just keeping God close to my heart, trying to resolve my legal matters. And then I'll get to it, start using my cosmetology license again, start playing music more, skateboarding more, getting out more often. My mom used to tell me, if you do what you love, money will follow. And I believe that. If you work hard at something, it'll pay off in the end.
Hi, my name's Tom, and today we're going to learn about trauma and attachment injury. Many of us have experienced trauma, often described as psychological damage that occurs after living through an extremely different or frightening or distressing event or situation. For some of us, this trauma can be a long-term experience. It's caused by an overwhelming amount of stress that exceeds our ability to cope and may make it hard to function even long after the event. Trauma can come from childhood experiences or from events that occur in our adulthood. It can be sudden, or it can develop over time from a series of events that change how we perceive ourselves in the world. This also includes the resulting trauma from discrimination or bigotry. While trauma frequently comes from life-threatening events, any situation that leaves one feeling emotionally or physically in danger can be traumatic. It's not the objective facts of the event that define the trauma. The stress is relative to what might be considered traumatic for one, may not for others. Generally, the more terror and helplessness we feel, the more likely it is we will be traumatized. Attachment injury can be just as insidious and harmful as trauma, and can have the same impact. It's defined as an emotional wound to the core relationship with a caregiver, often caused by abuse, neglect, or inconsistency of care in early childhood. Trauma and attachment injury can impair our recovery and meditation practice in slightly different ways. With trauma, we may feel fear, even panic, or distrust when asked to sit in meditation, even when intellectually we know we're in a safe place with a supportive group. It may be triggering to be asked to be present in our bodies and minds for our focus on our breath. It may also feel unsafe when your identity is uniquely different from the majority of the Sangha. Attachment injury may show up as hesitation to trust people or a process, as a reluctance to be part of a recovery group or Sangha, or as a core belief that we don't belong. In this case, the nurturing thing to do for ourselves might be to lean into discomfort, compassionately, and encourage and investigate the stories we tell ourselves about not belonging. Again, it's key to become aware of the nature of the harm we carry with us. Trauma and attachment injury may require different ways of feeling safe and supported. You should always do whatever is most compassionate for yourself in the moment and seek outside help when you need it. Trauma and attachment issues are relevant to suffering and addiction because they can have a huge impact on our mental and physical health. Studies show that these who struggle with addiction have often experienced trauma at some point in their lives. What we try to use to make us feel better, whether it's substances or behaviors, often only reinforces the cycle of aversion and craving that will lead to more suffering. The brain can be overactive when trauma is present because it perceives a very real threat, and the body often responds with feelings of helplessness, fear, and vulnerability. This system can easily be thrown into overdrive when one's life experience screams, "You're not safe, danger, danger," even when danger is no longer present. For some people, post-traumatic symptoms may be increasingly severe and last long after original events have ended. Many of us have intrusive thoughts that come out of the blue when we feel confusion or mood swings we can't link to specific events. Traumatic responses may lead us to avoid activities and places that trigger memories of events. We can become socially isolated and withdrawn and lose interest in things we used to enjoy. PTSD may cause us to be easily startled, edgy, have impaired function during sex and other activities, or unusually alert to potential danger. Overwhelming fear, anxiety, and detachment, isolation, shame, and anger may become background states of our activities. Many other effects of trauma may be triggered from social interactions, work, meditation, and areas that may be completely disconnected from the original events. Race-based trauma, as well as trauma from any experience of discrimination or bigotry, can accumulate over a lifetime. And when these incidents are consistently separated, they might appear manageable, but when experienced circumculmatively, can become extremely difficult to cope with. The distress, fear, and physical body responses that may arise from this kind of trauma can overlap with symptoms of PTSD. Trauma and attachment injury can lead to fear, anger, anxiety, guilt, and loneliness that are common responses to various experiences. But at a deeper level, trauma makes it harder for us to cope in general, to form healthy and safe relationships, to develop an identity in the world, or to defend ourselves. No two of us will react the same experience in the same way, but this truth points to the fact that certain past experiences can affect our responses later in life. This is the key to understanding dukkha and to the meaning of our experience with wise compassion, kindness, and courage rather than judgment for others and ourselves, which is an essential part of recovery. Many of us turn to addictive substances and behaviors as a way to cope with our trauma, sometimes running from the pain in our experiences by the way of our addictions was itself a survival technique from feeling that we wouldn't be able to live through the pain of our memories. While this may have provided some temporary relief, it did nothing to actually heal the pain of our trauma and often led to more pain. Our trauma is not our fault, but healing from it is our responsibility and our right. Developing understanding and compassion towards the way trauma affects our reactions to events or circumstances in the present moment is an important part of that healing. Inquiry to the first noble truth. Begin by making a list of behaviors and actions associated with your addictions that you consider harmful. Without exaggerating or minimalizing, think about the things you have done that have created additional suffering to yourself or others. For each behavior listed, write how you and others have suffered because of that behavior. List any other costs or negative consequences you can think of, such as finances, health, relationships, sexual relations, or missed opportunities. Do you notice any patterns? What are they? What are the ways you might avoid or reduce suffering for yourself and others if you change these patterns? How have your addictive behaviors been a response to trauma and pain? And what are some ways you can respond to trauma and pain that nurture healing rather than avoidance? If you have experienced trauma from discrimination, what are ways you can experience healing and practice self-care? Consider opportunities to support social justice while allowing yourself to heal and practice compassion for yourself and others. Thank you for joining me. Your eyes may be closed or gently open. Meditation is a personal practice, and we encourage you to explore with the spirit of openness and curiosity. Part of what we are doing is learning to sit with discomfort, but meditation can bring up powerful emotions for some of us. And if you find that you need to tap the brakes during practice, you can do so in the following ways: by opening your eyes, taking a few deep breaths that are slow, placing your hand over your heart or belly, focusing your attention on a soothing object, imagining a positive place, activity, or memory, or quietly shifting your position. Remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. It is always okay to take care of yourself during meditation. If you need to get up during meditation, please do so, and please hold your comments and questions until after meditation. I now encourage you to pause this video and do a guided meditation of any kind on YouTube. Thank you for being with us today. In order to respect each other's privacy and to create a self-environment for all those who attend, please keep everything that was said in this meeting and who was here confidential. We encourage you to continue your meditation practice, your study of Buddhist principles, and to reach out to others in order to build community. Would anyone who is willing to take newcomers after the meeting please raise their hand? Dedication of merit. We will now close with the dedication of merit. Refuge does not arise in a particular place, but in the space with the goodness of our hearts. When this space is imbued with wisdom, respect, and love, we call it Sangha. We hope that the pain of addiction, trauma, and feeling apart actually leads us back toward the heart, and that we might understand compassion, wisdom, and change ever more deeply. As we have learned from practice, great pain does not erase goodness, but in fact informs it. May we make the best use of our practice and whatever freedom arises from our efforts here today. May this be a cause and condition for less suffering and more safety in our world. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.